This year's team compared to last year's team, we're pretty young. We're fairly young. We had some heavy hitters in the upper weights last year. We don't have this year. Our lower weights are young. We're young. We got a lot of freshmen. This time last year, we were down to about 25 kids, and we still have about 38, 39 kids out. So it's looking good.
You know, this year's team, for one, we've been tough on them so far. They're, you know, I think we got a lot of new faces in there, but we're not as young as we were last year at the same time. You know, like I said, one of our things has been making them tougher. The guys have been working really hard. You know, I think we got some experience. We had a pretty good recruiting class. I think we counted 7 guys who are former state champs. And that's not counting guys like Malachi Collins, who's going to be, and Casey Bryant, guys who are probably going to be in our starting lineup who weren't state champs, and they're true freshmen. So, yeah, you know, guys are really excited. Like I said, our biggest recruit, probably Frank Cagnina. He's showed up in the early season rankings. He's been to the Division I national tournament before, so he's got a high expectation for himself coming in. You know, things we're doing different. We're always tweaking things. You know, I got. Besides Coach Gillis, I got you know, a couple of new, my new graduate assistant, and another new coach bringing a lot in, Sean White and Dylan Azinger, and as well as my head assistant Blake Gillis. Are all from a championship program. They're from a program where their assistant coaches do a lot of hands-on, everyday work with the guys. So they've done a lot with that, and just, you know. Other than that, I mean, really nothing too much different. Just working more hands-on, one-on-one, giving the guys all the attention they can, you know, that they need to get to where they want to be. We do that at the beginning of the year. We do set goals with the guys. You know, most of that is individual. You know, obviously, you know, with our big goals, obviously, you know, are to win the conference. You know, get back in the, you know, top 15 in nationals, and you know, and increase the amount of academic All-Americans we have. That's in there too. But you know, we work individually. With each guy on each goal where they need to be and where they're going to get themselves, you know. And we've met with them a couple times individually, and which is tough with 37 guys on the roster and finding time for all of them. But I'll sit down with each one of them and see where they're at with their goals. And there's always, you know, the big picture stuff, but there's also, hey, you know, win my starting spot and, you know, place at the first tournament. But we really harp on them, you know, week by week, day by day, get better, because those guys who make those, you know, everybody in college is good. Everybody's been a state champ. Everybody's been really good at, you know, done a lot in high school. But the guys who really make the climb and do really well in college make those daily, weekly, you know, adjustments as the season goes on and get better. You know, a lot of guys, yeah, it's not always, not everybody goes undefeated. You know, it's guys who are able to bounce back and are real successful.
Every week, you know, we try and set goals. Like last week we had 2 duels. Obviously we wanted to shut out both teams. We were pretty close to doing that. You know, we want a conference title. We want a regional title. We want 10 qualifiers, but realistically, you know, we got to get better every week, and we focus on that day by day, practice by practice, and then when you're in a tournament, match by match. All my coaches and all my family really motivate me. Dan Gable once said if you took a gold medal and broke it down to everyone that helped you, it'd turn to dust. So, I mean, I wrestle for my family, my friends, my coaches. They motivate me while I'm out there. Sometimes if I lose, I feel like I let my family, especially my coaches, down. So,
you know, I think all of our starters, and even some guys who may not find a spot for, you know, we're real excited about. Our big one, like I said, Frank Cagnina. He's, like I said, you name it, he's done it in high school, former top recruit. And, that guy, you know, is making the most of it. You know, this is a second chance for him, and he's really making the most of it. That guy shows up, works really hard every day. Eric Mateo continues to get better. We're excited about him. You know, returning national qualifier. I think he's got a bad taste in his mouth about how things ended last year. Pushing him, Aaron Engel, former state champ out of Staley. That kid shows up every day, and he wants it really bad. And you know, Alex Schmersel, 157, transfer Arizona State. Again, another guy making the most of the second chance. You know, we got 2 true freshmen who so far look like they'll be in the lineup. Casey Bryant out of Winnetonka and Malachi Collins from here in town. And they're young, but they're both going in battle every day. You know, they're expecting to win now, so we're excited about that. And like I said, I think when we wrestled the other day, we used 6 new guys who hadn't been in the lineup before. So it's been exciting so far, you know, getting to work with all of them. Jacob Bremen, who was injured last year, and there Josh Thompson out of Odessa. There's another kid. He's a transfer again, but somebody we got to find a spot for.
I love to compete. I love wrestling. It's my favorite thing on this planet to do. Not only that, I love hanging out with my team. My teammates are awesome. They got the same goals as me, so that makes it easier. We're all striving to the same thing. So.